All right, AEW Pax Marks, this is Master Marks, and I'm coming back with another mother loving live video. Shout out to the AEW Pack Smokers and the Master Marks Militia in the chat and in the live chat. Today's video is simply titled, Did AEW Turn Edge into a Jobber? And what I'll tell you now when it comes to Edge is I don't consider Adam Copeland or Edge a jobber. I just feel like he's wasting his I almost said a bad word. See, he's wasting his time. See, I'm trying to work on not using any profanity to see, just to test why they're taking money from me, why YouTube is not paying me for the ads on these videos. I'm trying to see if it's the profanity. If it ain't the profanity, then it's something else. If we being honest, Tony Khan just don't know what to do with Edge. The only thing he can do with Edge is make him face a bunch of no-name jobbers or face Christian. That's it. That's because Edge don't need to keep wrestling. He's proven everything that he needs to prove. I don't even understand why Adam Copeland went to AEW. What is in AEW for you to do? You done fought Christian twice, won the belt, lost the belt, and then why is Edge, a person like Edge, fighting for the TBS title? What is that? A television title? Why is Edge, out of all people, if you had a legend like Edge in your company and you only had him for a limited amount of time, why in the world would you have him fight for the AEW TBS title? That's the jobber's title. Edge might as well go back in the days and carry around the hardcore title. Or carry around the 24/7 championship. Because Edge shouldn't even be wrestling for a TBS title. It's Edge. One of the biggest Canadian stars that ever was in the business of wrestling. So I don't think AEW turned Edge into a jobber. They're just booking him like he's a jobber. I will never say that Edge is officially a jobber. He's just being booked like one. And that's because Tony Khan don't know how to book anybody. Tony Khan couldn't book himself. He don't know how to control himself. He has no self-control. He has no self-understanding. He don't know what it's like to be a boss. He just want to play. He like a puppy. Just want to play. Play, bark, laugh, scream, and play. That's it, like a freaking puppy. And it's sad because, Edge built a career for himself, and it's sad that he chose what he chose over just going to go sit his behind down, because Edge, this was over, bruh. When you did that final show, and I can't even remember where he did the show. When you did that final show, Edge, that should have been it. That should have been the end. That was the end of the character or the wrestler Edge, Adam Copeland. That was the end. You had nothing else to prove. If you wanted to wrestle Christian, wait till Christian's contract is up. He'll slide his way over back to WWE. You could do one little freaking instead of you could do one little guest appearance and face Christian. Why put your name in the dirt like that to wrestle for a title that don't even matter? Christian been one of the best things on AEW, and you know what title he carrying around? A title that's not even a wrestling belt. It don't matter so much in the business, the TBS title or the TNT title or whatever it's called. I've been calling it the TBS title. I think that's the women's version. The TNT title don't matter so much in the wrestling business that somebody can come down to the arena with a notepad and a pencil and cash in for it for no reason. It ain't like Money in the Bank. People with money in the bank, when they cash in for heavyweight titles. Why would they cash in for a jobber's title? That just don't make sense. Cashing in a contract winning, Kill Switch, Junglesaurus, Luchasaurus, or whatever the hell your name is, cashing in a title opportunity for a jobber's title is bad booking. That is somebody who has absolutely, positively no clue what they are doing in the wrestling business. And if you don't know what you're doing in the wrestling business and you own a wrestling company, you probably should hire somebody to run it for you. Because right now, Tony Khan, you got people like Edge over there, Christian over there, Matt Hardy over there, Jeff Hardy over there, Big Show over there, Sting over there, and they're doing diddly squat. You're wasting their time. Let these old mugs go home and go lay down in the bed and chill. That's why Steve want to get the heck out of there. He want to get out of there. So no, AEW didn't turn Edge into a jobber, but they treat Edge like he's a jobber. Putting over these nobody dudes that'll never be anything in wrestling because they have no charisma. I just don't know why it's so hard. I don't know why. And if I'm being really honest with you, Edge don't need to be a champion nowhere because Edge don't need to be wrestling. It was cool when Edge came back and the pop factor brought it, but if we being truthful, Edge got hurt from something that should have set his behind down. Because now you are a shell of who you used to be. Brian Danielson. That's why you can't stay healthy, Brian Danielson. You got an injury that was so damaging to your body, it set you down from doing what you love to do. So from there, you should have transitioned into something else besides a snitch. Brian Danielson. And that's the same thing for Edge. Edge, when you had to retire and you lost the title, you became a WWE Hall of Famer. You have achieved what I would think a fan of wrestling's goal would want to be. Is to become a Hall of Famer. Once you become in the Hall of Fame, there is nothing else nobody can tell you. Some people say that the Hall of Fame don't matter, but let me tell you something. WWE is the biggest wrestling company in all of wrestling companies. There is no other company that's bigger than WWE. I don't care if TNA put red straps on their belt, pink straps on their belt, yellow straps on their belt, which would actually look kind of fire, just to let you know the yellow strap. I don't care. WWE is the biggest wrestling company in all of the wrestling companies. So when you reach a level that you've been so great in this company, and I know they could put celebrities in there, that's to keep the celebrity factor going, but you as a wrestler has been so great in this company that they created a Hall of Fame to induct you into. That's like a person who a truck driver going in the truck driver's Hall of Fame. Just because it ain't that big of a deal for that person who has dedicated to that craft and risked themselves for that craft or that opportunity or that job obligation, they deserve to go in a Hall of Fame if they achieve a specific achievement or a specific level. So people who say that the Hall of Fame don't matter, that's cap. Because it's probably something that you do in your life that you're probably good at, and you deserve one day to go into a Hall of Fame or to be celebrated for. So Edge has reached that level where he is better than a lot of all people basically in AEW. You are a WWE Hall of Famer, a former World Heavyweight Champion, former Tag Team Champion multiple times, former Intercontinental Champion multiple times. You have a character that will live on in wrestling throughout the history of wrestling, why would you take your behind to AEW? Why would you go there? You could have went to NXT and helped them young people. But maybe this is what the situation is. Maybe, and this might not be true, but maybe people like Edge don't really want to help somebody that's got true charisma or that's actually really going to be something in wrestling because they always want to have a spot. If I help you get somewhere and you more charismatic than me, younger than me, better in better shape than me, like Papa John's, if you the new hot pizza at Papa John's in the wrestling business, even though Papa John's is nasty, I don't think anybody eat at Papa John's. I think that was Papa John's logo or they trademark name or whatever they be saying. They sang or whatever. Their company motto. Maybe Edge feel like if you a hot wrestler in the business who go get an opportunity over Edge, he ain't gonna want you there because he need that opportunity still when he want it. So he go to AEW where he could get more money and there are less than wrestlers over there. Because there is nobody out of the young talent in AEW who is on the same level as Edge. Not one. They got a 40-plus-year-old Christian cutting better promos, having better matches, talking on the mic better than people who are 23 years old, who got youth, who know hip stuff, who know what's going on in the world. You got a 40-plus-year-old Christian outshining you, all you AEW youngsters. Y'all is clowns. And that's probably the reason why a person like Edge went there or Christian went there. Because they know they can get a bag, chill for a little bit, work a couple nights a week, go home to their kids, go home to their wife, and they still won't get overlooked. Because the people who are there aren't better than them. So at the end of the day, it could be many factors of what's going on in the situation with Edge. But one thing I do know is Edge is not a jobber, nor will he ever be a jobber. But the way AEW is booking him, you would think that he was a jobber. At the end of the day, Edge is wasting his time at AEW. I don't care what these nerds on the internet say. I know what I know because I've been watching wrestling for years, and I know when a wrestler who I've been watching who was successful is clearly wasting their time. Yes, the money may be right, but in the long term, you're going to have those stories like, man, I got that bread, but to be honest with you, I got it. It wasn't even worth it being there. I could have been at the crib or doing Viking movies. So that's just that on Edge. This has been Masked Up Marks. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, comment. Tell us if you hate us. Tell us if you love us. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel and like the current video that you are listening to. And make sure you also smash the notification bell so you know every single time Masked Up Marks drops a video. I also want to let y'all know that we are on all platforms. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, especially Twitter because that's the main one I be on. At Masked Up Marks. All caps, all lowercase. It will always be at Masked Up Marks. And then I also want to let you know if you want to donate to the channel, we do have a what's it called? We do have a Cash App, which is Masked Up Marks. And we also have a PayPal for business purposes only, which is Masked Up Marks. I do want to let you know I am still working on the AEW Pack Smokers and the Masked Up Marks Militia t-shirts. Please give me time. I don't know what's been going on this early year, but I have been sick every single week for the past 3 weeks. I am currently still sick right now, going on with some stomach ailments. I don't know if I got the BGs or if I ate some bad Mexican food or some bad nachos. I really don't know what it was. I know I had some Bustelo or whatever that is coffee. Ever since I had some Bustelo coffee, I've been on sicko mode. But at the end of the day, I'm getting off topic. I'm going to let y'all go. This is how we're going to do it. And we're going to see what YouTube going to do. If YouTube still don't let me get paid for these ads, and I done kept my mouth nice and clean this whole video, I got y'all. It is what it is. Forget AEW. Forget Tony Khan. Forget CM Punk. Shout out to the AEW pack smokers. I'm out of here.
Get your bank up, cash right now.